Praise Jesus, Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Another beautiful day to glorify the Lord and to be a living testimony of His work in our lives. So for today we will continue with seeing the effects of sex before marriage on the chapter of bitter fruits. Today we will be talking specifically about two effects where we see sex before marriage can be disappointing. Nikisema disappointing, I'm saying like, unajua, many people or many youth or many young people engage in sex before marriage because of curiosity. Juu sasa mtu atakuja kuambia this is what I experienced, this is what I felt. Sasa you will become curious na utake kujua how, like utake ku experience. You want to like feel what he or she told you she felt. Sasa this can really result into disappointment after you've experienced it and seen that si kitu fun, okay, si kitu like enjoyable or anything. The second sex before marriage effect is sex before marriage can bring damage to your afterlife in the future when you are married. This mainly happens kwa sababu the moment you engage in sex before marriage, you create a soul tie. You create a bond with the person. Sasa you've had sex before marriage, after that like move on na maisha. Wewe unajiambia tu you didn't get pregnant, hukugonjeka and everything. Unajiambia your life is perfect. But the moment you enter into marriage, something like tables turn. Kwa sababu utapata like you live in a very happy life, like you have a good husband, a good paying job, nice kids wanapita masomo, like ufikirie maisha yako ni mzuri. But sasa utaanza kuface problems with your sex life with your husband. Nikisema hivi namaanisha like you will start having flashbacks. This is a major effect. Like the moment you are physically or sexually intimate with your husband or wife, you will start experiencing flashbacks of people who you had become sexually intimate with in the past. This is not only going to affect you but also your marriage. Kwa sababu utakuwa like comparison, acha niseme nika kucompare. Utaanza kucompare, let's say like your husband or your wife with the past experiences you had. Itaanza to build conflict into the marriage and also bringing unnecessary issues. E.g., why not let's try this, nini mbona ufanye hivi, this one used to do this hivyo. Sisi as young people or people who engage in sex before marriage, unafikirianga mashida tu itakuwa maybe upate ball, ushike magonjwa, vitu kama hizo. Lakini sasa this is a major problem that in affect marriage, kwanza especially sai. Flashbacks like unakaa ukikumbuka chenye ulikuwa unafanya before. E.g., kulikuwanga na, let's say now like a woman was 33 years old. She had a very happy life. She had a good life. Like she lived well. Alikuwa amesoma na nini kila kitu. She got married and everything. But sasa like in the period she engaged in sex before marriage, like many youths are doing right now. Like sasa akaolewa, akapata watoto. But sasa there came out an issue where she started experiencing flashbacks every time like she's becoming sexually intimate with the husband. Alienda kwa psychiatrist like kumwelezea akisema every time my husband like say becomes physically intimate with me, like unapata like I am seeing a Roy or maybe a Ryan or a Raphael when nilikuwa nimeengage na yeye before. Like I'm not seeing like my husband. I'm even comparing the physical intimacy with all the other men I had slept with. This is a major issue because it can damage a marriage. Kwa sababu the moment that you start comparing your husband with the other men you slept with, sasa hapa like italeta tu mashida, like conflicts mingi. Now this is a very major issue kwa sababu sisi tunaona like ati we have escaped like reality. Lakini the truth is kama tu vile nilikuwa nasema the law of gravity, what goes up must come down. So lazima utalipia. Na sasa instead ya like ulipia uko mbele when you've already entered in marriage, na let's say sasa ati uanze sasa kusema like when you're becoming physically intimate with your partner, ukwe zile za ati unaona let's say vitu na watu wengine wenye ulifanya hivyo just because you created a soul tie or a bond with someone who was not even worthy. Tunaweza to avoid having sex before marriage. We have the spirit of self-control. Kwa sababu this thing or this act comes with very many problems, consequences, vitu mingi sana. And we can avoid that by praying to God, putting God first. Tuweke Mungu mbele, tupe the Holy Spirit so that the Holy Spirit can give us the gift of self-control, because lazima ukuwe na self-control ndio usiengage into sex. We are all human beings, our hormones na nini kila kitu. So those are the two effects of sex before marriage. Ndizo mbili nimeongelelea, and hope we'll meet next time. Let's meet next time as we continue on the chapter of bitter fruits of the consequences of sex before marriage. Yeah, thank you.